Every time seeing that Ollie one with the fucking disc golf thing makes me laugh every fucking time, man.
Gotta love your disc golf.
Oh shit! Well, welcome everyone to the Mark Reid after party, and of course, in here with us so far, we got the guest of honor tonight. Mr. Mark Reid is with us. We also have producer extraordinaire, Mr. Mikey Famine is with us. We have my very good friend Bumble Bree is with us, and if you are unfamiliar with Bree, she's got a great channel you should definitely check out if you want to learn fun things and cool science facts about animals and cryptids and shit like that. So it's definitely worth it.
And also, apparently, macabre science facts. So
apparently, macabre science facts too.
Horrible things about otters.
Stop mixing everybody up! God damn it!
I have to reset the order in my brain.
Otter perversion.
I don't know why, Neil. I have problems.
Mikey wants me right now.
He's got OCD.
If I knew why, I'd stop, but I don't.
We have Alma Tadero, who's also with us. We have Deneen Murphy, who's come in with us. The lovely Stephanie Helms also with us. Deneen is no longer with us. And we've got Michael Earhart with us as well. And, of course, the amazing director, Mr. McKinnon Mitchell, is also with us as well.
I can't remember if I even got introduced there.
Oh, well, I
maybe
did
I did.
Mikey makes everyone up.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Ollie's here with us, too.
From the intro. The same Ollie from the intro.
Yeah. God damn it. I don't know what happened to Deneen. I guess Deneen's having internet issues there, so hopefully
she was in here like 3 times. That's why I couldn't get her in, and that's why I started fucking up, because she was already in and then trying to join back in. I was like,
right.
Mine kept dropping the night too. Mine was dropping the night earlier too, so I expected to again, just to give it. Not that anybody cares if I get here.
There we go.
And
I don't know.
I think.
I understand.
I don't know that you ever had so many Illinois people on here at once. Hello, Illinois people.
Woo, we in this bitch. Yeah.
I didn't know there was this many people in the state.
Who's Illinois?
I'm not even in the country.
Me and both the mics. Both the mics are from
yeah.
Illinois. Yeah. 3 of the what do we got? 8 people.
Are we all Chicago suburbs?
No, I'm on the west side of the state.
Okay.
I'm more closer to St. Louis.
St. Louis.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
The bad place.
Grew up on river water, baby. No long-term side effects.
Moved up you upgraded to lake water, right?
Except for the third eye, you've got that going for you.
Yeah, the Mississippi gross is far down.
You guys don't have those? Dude, the Mississippi, is so fucking low.
I got a third eye, but that's not.
You can smell it from miles away.
The Mississippi, like
they're all brown.
A good friend of mine from high school, she lives in Texas, and then she like drove up to Chicagoland to come like see family and stuff like that, and they stopped in St. Louis, and they went to the Arch and stuff like that, and they went up and took the elevators and did the whole thing. I'm like, in 1992, I was a little ass kid. I remember downtown flooded in a lot of areas. The Arch, the whole base of the Arch where like the museum and the elevators get up was underwater.
So 93?
92.
Huh. I don't remember that.
Let's see if I can find some pictures from how bad it was.
I remember the flood of 93 was a terrible flood. I live on the Mississippi.
Oh yeah, maybe it was 93. Yep.
I live on the Mississippi now. I still live in the area in the valley, and it is low right now. It stinks. It's been low for a couple. Yeah. It's Mississippi. You don't know. So I'm halfway down, just north of St. Louis. So all the industrial stuff from up along the northern part of it worse. It's not, you can't like swim in it. It's gross. It's like people don't. When I was a kid, you could swim in it. You can't swim in it anymore.
No.
There's like all the wildlife's been replaced by invasive like grass carp and stuff, and they're huge. They're like 10 feet long, and you go kayaking out there, and they'll jump in your boat. Oh.
All right.
I live on 2 rivers. I live on the Illinois and the Fox Valley, and they're both pretty big here. So
check this out. This
Yeah,
is
93.
Yep. So this is the arch right now. It's easily 40 to 50 feet up from the river because there's like a whole like very iconic steps that's like right here.
Yeah,
that
there's a
you
little
just
park
can't-
in front of it in the riverfront. Yeah,
and it was just completely submerged, and they were like and this went out for
That's crazy.
miles.
Yep.
Wow.
Like that's a farm underwater.
That's
With
Yeah,
the barn
yeah,
underwater.
I had a flight. I was checking out some equipment in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the flight went right over St. Louis when that was happening, and it was fucking astonishing.
It was
Yeah.
real bad.
I was 10 years old sandbagging that whole summer long. They made us
Woohoo.
sandbag.
How
My
fun.
hands were all blistered, and yeah, I remember that. It was, but my little town that I lived in at the time was like an island basically because of all the sandbagging they did. So we had this little town surrounded by, and you could see it from the helicopter pictures, this little island of a town surrounded by sandbags.
My sister lives up in Minnesota where you can literally step across that same river that was just burying that town. I mean,
Yeah.
you can step right over the
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Yeah.
Let's see.
Hop across it.
Alma, I got
All
a
the way
question.
Back to its source.
Sure.
Your avatar, is your hair as long as your avatar's?
A little bit. It goes mostly to the middle of my back.
Oh wow, okay.
Kind
Pretty
of.
long.
Yeah.
I often wonder if people use avatars that somewhat resemble themselves. So that's kind of why I asked.
My guess is no.
It
90%
resembles
of them.
as I was when I was like 20 years old, kind of.
I remember 20. Let's see who was president.
I kind
Yeah.
of don't remember half of it.
I remember
Are
highlights.
there reasons for that? Yeah.
Yeah.
The times where I
20
wasn't
was an
baked out of my
alcoholic
skill.
smoking haze. I don't remember 20.
Yeah.
Hey,
Ollie, you
hey.
do not have the face of a man that remembers. Like you're done, man.
What? I remember a lot, dude. I just don't remember stuff like that.
The face of a man that's paying to forget.
Oh, your fans are showing up, Mark.
No, hi,
Yeah.
Michael.
Oh yeah, I guess we
Yeah,
should
Mike
talk
was
to Mark.
fine.
Hi, Mark.
Hello.
We were going to bring up, because we forgot to in the interview, we were going to bring up the whole, you've debated multiple
Flat
people
Earth.
about the whole flat Earth stuff. Right?
Well,
So,
Yep.
I was actually going to ask you about that. I was actually going to
Ollie,
present an
Ollie,
argument
Ollie,
for flat
Ollie.
Earth.
Ollie, host the show, man.
Don't keep interrupting. You realize you've done it. Now you have to wait. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Neil.
So I was going to say, give us some of your best examples of some of the craziness that you've heard.
Howard Stirrup's got to be the craziest. He's definitely the craziest I've ever debated on flat Earth. He thinks that rocks are petrified organs from creatures long since past, sort of that
Well, that's true.
mud fossil university thing. So you can go down to the river and find petrified hearts and things, and they're just fucking rocks. Like seriously, they're just rocks. But he believes this fervently. He thinks that the Earth's flat because he can see lights from where he is in Ibiza. He can see the shoreline and he can see lights, so therefore he shouldn't be able to see that far. Probably just lights reflected off, clouds. But why does common sense ever play into this?
McKinnon has
Well,
a
we're
question.
talking about people that
McKinnon.
believe the Earth is flat, so there's no common sense to begin with.
Right.
Yes, McKinnon in the front.
Thank you very much. My question for Mark is, where does that guy live? Do you know?
Spain.
Okay, never going to Spain. Got it. Thank you.
Okay.
He's got a checklist down there.
Wait a
another
minute.
place
That's at
across
least a
off.
quarter of America.
What? Yeah. Like there's no flat earthers in America. Come on.
No, there's a quarter. Maybe not a quarter, but a 16th.
We would
See,
never
I
believe
don't
something
think
even
that's
that
crazy.
high.
Way more than
I
that.
think flat Earth is really. I mean, they're loud, but it's a
I
tiny
don't think it's
minority.
huge.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
do have
it's
members all over
tiny.
the globe, so they say. All over the
Mm.
globe.
All over
Yeah.
the
That's the
globe.
funniest part, though.
Hmm.
Oh, good one.
Around
I have
the
a question
globe.
for Mark.
then Ollie after that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the?
I only tried to ask 10 minutes ago.
Stop. Go ahead, Alma.
What is the craziest thing that you have been told in a debate? Because in Spanish we have some apologists that say stuff like, before the flood, there was no rain, so nobody knew what rain was.
Right. And I've heard that before. That there were no rainbows before the flood because the rainbow was the covenant. I've heard that one as well. I think the craziest. I'll point out the craziest conflict I've ever heard was with a guy called T Rock, and he basically told me that none of the stuff he told me contravened physics. Just after telling me that he believes that the Earth was created before the universe.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It's not even wrong.
Sure. What fits
It's
physics?
not even wrong.
And where did he live?
He was American.
Well, I'm already trying to argue, so that's fine.
We got room in Canada for you. But I hate to break it to you. They're here too.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
There was a guy
Everywhere.
the last debate I saw. I think it was it Aaron? No, it wasn't Aaron, but it was I can't remember. No, T Jump. He was debating a guy, and the guy kept on getting upset at being called a flurf.
Mm-hmm.
He said that's derogatory. That's
That's
Okay,
like
we got to let Ollie ask his question before he explodes.
That's like when Karen said, "Don't call me Karen. It's racist." Like, shut up, Karen. Nobody asked you.
Ollie, your question for Mark, please, sir.
Is it my turn? Can I go
Yes,
now?
it's your turn, sir.
Yes, you
Thank
in the middle, Alice.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you. Mark, I would like to present an
I'm sorry, your
argument
time
to
has
you.
run out.
Oh, I don't.
Wow, that's
Go
so
on.
mean.
Go on. I will whip them as I properly whipped you. Down, McKinnon.
Go.
He waited his
Ollie.
turn, damn it. He gets to make his joke.
Come on
Go.
up.
Go.
Yeah,
Go.
yeah.
You've got an effervescent argument.
Shut
Let's
up
go.
so I
for
can
it.
go. Please.
Will you guys stop interrupting so Ollie can finally say his thing? You guys are just making this take longer. Is what you're doing. When you interrupt him, it takes longer for us to hear his question.
I'm wondering if
And
it's
I
my
just
turn
can't
now.
believe you can do that. to him.
Wow.
It's just not my turn yet.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry.
It's
That
gonna
was
keep happening. It's
that
just
was
keep
petty.
happening.
That was petty. I'm
So-
sorry. That was petty. That was petty. I apologize. I'm done. I'm muting for real here.
Yeah. No. All right.
Moot.
I can't even get there now. You guys have ruined it. Thanks.
Hey, don't blame
Anyway.
us. Blame the weed.
Yeah. No, not the weed this time. This is all you guys.
We're
Anyway,
all on
Mark,
weed.
Yeah.
really trying. I would like. I can't even do it now. Forget it. Never mind.
Okay. So
Oh, you have
there's
to
a
do it
natural.
now.
Look, what I want to talk about, I want to talk about something now. That natural inclination to stop when other people are talking, right? You know, you don't have to, right? Like if you're in a debate and someone interrupts, you don't have to stop talking, and you can override that instinct to stop, right? Like it's hard to do, but if you practice, like people can start talking, and you just talk over the top of them.
He's
It's actually
Canadian. What are you talking about? He's Canadian.
He can
Who's
never.
Canadian? Who's Canadian?
And Mark
I am.
demonstrated that by immediately stopping what he was saying when someone started talking.
Well, I mean, I had finished, but sure.
Oh, dang it! I was going to be snarky.
I mean, I can do it right now if you want. That's perfectly fine. I mean, sure.
You just wait for somebody to start talking.
Yeah.
though, right?
I'll just wait for you to start talking. and just
Come on,
jump in.
come on, Ollie. Let's
I like-
do
I-
it.
No, this is going to devolve
That's what
really quickly.
atheists do. They just jump in on the top of people and
Stop.
then
This is
dominate
gonna
the
get out
room
of
with their
hand.
tone and intonation, and then
Mark.
they just completely
Mark,
fill
sir.
the room with their
What have we
voice.
done?
Yeah.
What have we done?
Somebody just did
Yeah.
Mr. Batman and said,
Somebody,
"Sir,
please.
sir."
Somebody, please.
Sir.
Ollie, please.
Mikey, cut to
please.
commercial. Cut to commercial.
Oh,
No, but I'd really
present-
like to hear your question.
And we're back.
I'd really like to hear Ollie's question. Though. I really would.
Yeah, I'm intrigued
If
too.
you can bring
What?
it to mind.
You got everybody else in the panel has heard me say it 50 times before.
No, I want you to nail this. I want you to nail this,
It's
Ollie.
so it's the reason we want you to express it is because it is really irrefutable.
Oh my God.
It is.
Is this going to be about the foundation of all facts or something?
I swear to God, it's not.
Get it, Ollie. Because you're going to do it right now. You're going to nail this, Ollie. Go ahead. I believe
I'm
in
going to
you.
nail this right now. Okay.
I believe you.
Mark,
3, 2, 1.
I'm going to present an argument to you for flat Earth that I believe you're going to agree with.
Okay.
The Earth is covered by approximately 70% water. That water is not carbonated. Therefore, the Earth is flat.
I love it.
And we'll
go
be back. With that brief
I
message.
agree. I agree.
I told you.
Is that an argument or a dad joke? I'm trying to figure out.
It's the flat Earth dad joke.
I told you it was an effervescent argument. That's absolutely true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Later we'll hear Ollie's next top second joke.
Inflation. Conflation alert. Conflation.
I'm going to take a big plane up and over the oceans and stuff and drop a bunch of those effervescent pills into the oceans and say, "Ha! Now we got you, Ollie."
It's not flat.
Drop. This
How
is
many
so
percentage
orderly.
points
Yeah,
you
drop some
that?
Mentos into it or something. I don't know.
Now wait a minute, Ollie. I think I may have found a hole in your little plan there.
Okay, go for it.
You know, they got those vents at the bottom of the ocean. There's bubbles coming out of there, Ollie.
Yeah, but it's not carbonation.
It might be a low level of carbonation, but there's bubbles in that there water there, Ollie. That's
right.
That's fizz.
That's not carbonation. That's heat. That's heat.
It's a bubble.
When you
It's
heat
bubbles
water, you
in
don't
liquid.
carbonate it.
It's bubble in liquid.
When you heat water and you make it boil, it does not carbonate.
Scientific inquiry here. What would happen if we dropped, and this is something I think we could do, if we dropped a Alka-Seltzer sized pill of like the Empire State Building into the ocean? What would happen?
Well, carbon dioxide doesn't that saturate the ocean? Carbon dioxide, just not at a high percentage.
I believe so. I think that's correct. Also, I don't know anything about science.
Also, seafoam.
It does what?
Also seafoam.
Seafoam.
Oh,
seafoam.
I got a great question in the chat here, and I think it's an easy answer though. If canned milk is evaporated, what's the can for? Well, it keeps the rest of that milk that isn't evaporated from going all over the shelf.
Yes.
Well, should it come in like a balloon? Should you get a balloon full of evaporated milk?
Yeah, it should be. Well, it'd be. It may
Well, I
not
bought some
float.
powdered
It may
water. I don't know what to add to it.
It may not float, but it should still,
be in gas form, right?
Yeah, it should still be in it.
evaporated.
It might be heavier than air, but it should still go into a balloon.
Head.
Is the evaporated milk from contented cows?
There you go.
Perfect. Bubbles in liquid. So when I take a bath, I'm carbonating the bath. Exactly.
Yes. Here's another one. Why is freight taken by sea called cargo, while if it's taken by land, it's called a shipment?
Some George Carlinisms.
What the hell?
Is that
George? I don't think that's George Carlin.
No,
I think that's Stephen Wright.
Steve, okay,
he also does the why do we drive on parkways and park on driveways?
They both would do ones like that, though. You would hear some alliteration from Carlin in his early days.
Remember when Carlin had a bit about going down the tubes that was really funny, kind of about euphemisms like that.
That actually reminds me more of Mitch Hedberg. That seems like a joke that he would say.
Ollie.
Yes.
You have a comment in the chat here.
Yeah, I think that's a warrant out for your arrest.
They can come get me.
He said, "Come get it if you want it." You better bring a lunch. It's gonna be a long day,
Mr. Olliman. We need to see you after class.
All they got to do is throw a disc off, and he'll go fucking chasing it.
They just start putting up like the little chain like goals in like a circle around his house. Is like we set up a perimeter. There's no way he's getting out of there.
We're heating knives. We're heating knives.
Ollie, here's the disc. Here's the disc. Get the disc, Ollie. Go.
We know for a fact he's only got 10 discs and we got 11 targets around him. He's gonna look around his house for something. That'll buy us some time. And we're gonna breach.
What's the CDN mean anyway? What's CDN?
Canadian.
Canadian. Okay.
I always forget about that second N.
Is that the URL for it?
I don't think so.
No,
See, I-
that's just how he does his name.
Do you still smoke a
no
Gandalf, Ollie?
He's high.
Okay.
Also,
No, he's not.
Oh,
No, he's not.
you guys
Not yet.
Oh, you made him leave.
Not yet.
And now he's out.
All right, that's bullying, and I do not support this. I want to say, Ollie, I like you.
Liberals.
Welcome back. I'm not picking on you.
Oh, he's back.
I asked him
Don't
about his
bully
Gandalf,
Ollie.
and I think he was going to show it to me, and then you guys booted him.
I kicked him out.
I don't know why I got dropped out. Yeah.
I pushed the button. I said, "Get him out of here."
So, Ollie, what you do with your knives? Oh, there's the Gandalf. What you do with your knives, this thing does with magnets. I don't know how, but this thing heats up magnetically. It's the coolest little bong. There, that's my advertisement. I didn't get paid for it, though.
What is that, Bree?
That's my
Yeah,
bumblebee.
Oh,
Pipe.
Oh.
Yeah.
oh, it's a
That's pretty
pipe.
good. I like
Yeah.
it.
Oh, do you have to smoke out of
Oh, I
its
like
butt?
that one.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Look out
they
for the
coulda-
stinger, man.
Right, I don't want to
Yeah.
smoke out of the stinger. I want to smoke out of the other end.
Yeah, it stings you once, then dies. It's a cycle of
So
life.
Mikey'd rather French kiss the bee.
I'd
It's all
rather
right,
French kiss the
Skywatcher.
bee
Oh, hey,
than lick its butt.
Skywatcher. So good to see you.
Another Aussie.
Yeah.
You guys
Bumped
want to know?
into these
You
quite
guys
often.
want to know a cool fact about the stinger, or do I just save that for another time?
How
sure.
dark?
So,
How
I
dark?
don't think
Go ahead, go
our
ahead.
I don't think our sponsors
Okay.
will allow that. They won't like that.
so yeah, no science teaching on this program, right? We need to
They're
keep it loose.
they're against any knowledge here.
Okay,
We will
so
have
I
to
want
cut
to know
commercial.
about the stinger. Go for the
so a
stinger.
stinger
How more-
and
how
hymenopterans,
more-
which are bees, ants, and wasps, the stinger is a modified ovipositor because only the queen actually needs to be able to lay eggs. So the other ones, when they develop and they don't eat that queen jelly, their ovipositor, which is the organ used to lay eggs, calcifies and hardens into that stinger. This is evolved because the ancestors of all of the hymenopterans was a parasite that developed that needle-like ovipositor to inject its eggs into like caterpillars and things like that, so that they could develop and eat them. And so all hymenopterans have parasitic ancestors, even the fluffy little bees. They're not now, of course. They're herbivores now, and they reproduce inside their hives and
They've
things,
changed
but
their ways.
yeah,
So-
they've got
so-
better.
So, in short, if you get stung by a bee, it's rough sex.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wow.
Yeah.
I did
So
not
to
know
add
about the
insult to
overextended
injury, you're not only being
with
stung
the
by a
jelly.
bee, you're being stung by a bee's pussy, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm blowing.
Oh
That's
no,
what
I
I'm talking
got
about.
stung once.
I have a special whistle that I take out in public. If I ever get fucking stung by a bee, I am blowing that whistle because there has been a crime is what has
I'm
happened.
gonna need an adult.
All right.
I'm gonna need
One
an
more
adult.
thing.
There has been an invasion of several rights.
One
Anus
more
and
thing
justice.
about that is that that the venom.
I would like to see you file that police report.
Like so the so the venom is actually just a byproduct because when they were doing this thing, their ancestors were doing this thing where they would sting the prey to lay their eggs in it. The venom was just there to paralyze it, right? So now
Oh my
they've
god! did
modified that to be a defense mechanism against large invaders. B2.
Hashtag B2.
All right. Last one,
Nina.
I'm dead. I'm literally dead now.
Nina. Coming in with a haymaker.
Oh, man.
That's a good
Bravo.
joke right there.
Well done.
Bravo.
Well, I
Alright.
guess that brings us to Ollie, your second
Joke
joke.
police approve. The joke police approve.
Yeah.
I wonder if the statute of limitation has passed of my
And your bee sting.
Yeah, I think so.
Look, I once got stung in the ankle by a bee and ended up in hospital because it infected underneath the skin, kind of thing. I'm not even allergic. I hate bees. They're pricks.
I don't like bees.
You live in
Mark?
Australia, and the thing you hate are bees.
Yeah.
The amount of monsters that you live around.
Mhm.
Bees are where you draw the line.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very unpopular opinion, but I believe there is a certain number of animals that are actually monsters parading as animals.
I'm gonna go with that.
Orcas are monsters
Platypus.
Orcas are brilliant.
pretending to be
Otters,
animals.
apparently.
The largest
Otters,
species of
apparently.
dolphin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you say
Yep.
dolphin because you want me to think flipper and to think kind, warm thoughts.
Well,
Let's talk about the seals that they just toss through the air as playthings before
yeah.
they chomp down.
you can
They
make
play with their food.
Seals are
In this
assholes.
case,
Come on
you
now.
can make this case overarching for
So they
all
deserve it.
dolphins because
So they
generally
deserve it.
dolphins are assholes overall.
Yeah.
Except for porpoises
no.
like, for some reason.
They
Porpoises
just had
are
a
chill.
really good marketing
chill.
team to put them in a good light. But I mean, that was really that was the whole
They
thing.
were-
They actually
they were-
are assholes.
They were backed
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
the mouse. Of course they got it. You know, of course they got into everybody's homes and everybody loves them. Yeah, get in the water. Get in there.
I'm gonna take that
Thanks for
clip
all
of
the
Mike being like,
fish.
get in the water.
Yeah, get in that water. Let's get wet together.
And the water.
Don't you want to
Okay,
swim?
what kind of monster ant lives in Australia?
All of them.
All of them.
Probably fire ant or bull ant or something.
6 to
You have
7
like,
feet across.
You have invasive fire ants for sure. They're like everywhere.
Yeah,
We have them
they're
here
everywhere.
too. They
Florida.
originally came from South America, but they do really well when we spread them around. We're really bad about it too.
There's rumors that
You
they're
have
here
fire
in
ants.
BC.
You have fire ants.
Okay, so what is the most monstrous creature in Australia?
Oh, okay,
Platypus.
that's right.
Bullet ants
Koala.
are not in Australia.
Most monsters?
Yeah, the most monstrous critter
Koala,
crawling about
probably.
the
Great white
outback.
shark. Oh,
Not bear.
salty, definitely.
Drop bear.
Oh, you mean monstrous as in big and dangerous? Yeah, I would
Yeah,
agree.
big
I
and
thought the
dangerous, that's
crocodile
what I'm talking
are
about.
horrendously dangerous and massive, absolutely massive.
Don't swim in
Like,
Darwin.
How dangerous
Yeah.
would they be? I mean,
Well,
Steve
this is the
Irwin was
thing.
like
They
hanging
put
around
up
those
signs
things.
saying don't swim crocodiles, and tourists will
Russell
just
Crowe.
jump in and start swimming around. It's like,
Hey,
what-
for all my basketball
don't you
friends, Ben
understand?
Simmons. No, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go now.
Great white sharks are pretty bad on your coast there in Perth, though.
Sure.
Yeah, they're think the biggest great white sharks in the world down there.
Sure.
You're in WA?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
They only have 30,000
this is the
razor
funny
sharp
thing, I was
blades in
doing
their
a-
face.
I was doing a thing and like I showed that we had shark nets and these sharks were found inside the shark nets. It was hilarious seeing everybody's reaction.
Did you tell the sharks they're not allowed on that side?
There's
of the
signs.
shark
There's
net?
signs up all around the
There's
nets. They don't
signs.
even. They don't even care.
They don't even fucking read them.
Oh.
They don't even fucking read them, or they
Swim
read them
right
and they
by.
don't care. They swim
I
right
think
in.
that's.
I think
I think
they-
it's the second one. I think they just don't care.
I think they read them and it encourages them. I think they go, yeah,
It's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge. It's
There's
So when
something
you
in
say
there I
that-
want.
Well, is it what in shark language? Sharks means humans here, so
Yes.
they just sort of.
I mean,
and
I think
go.
it was good on the Australian authorities to really put those signs up, telling the sharks to stay out. And it is
Uh-huh.
on the sharks to just be wild assholes and blatantly
Yeah.
disregard the signs.
They have no respect for the law at all.
None.
On this
Fucking sharks.
from Native Atheists, they found all of the hives that were started here in BC and in Washington, and they took care of
Oh.
them. So they
The
took
fire
control
ants?
of that.
No, the
No,
murder
no,
hornets.
bullet ants,
Murder
or
hornets.
sorry,
Bullet ants.
murder hornets, or
Murder hornets.
yeah.
giant Asian hornets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the hornets are just big asshole wasps. So wasps are assholes and hornets are just bigger assholes.
Assholes,
Like,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, the size
hi,
of the
man.
asshole matters, I think.
I love
Mm.
wasps so
No, it
much.
depends on who you ask.
Scorpions. I got stung by one of those. They're no fun either. Scorpions are like Or
Murder
like,
hornets.
they don't fly, but they can hang from the ceiling and drop down on your bed.
Murder hornets recognize you. They will wait for you outside of your home. If you run indoors, they will hang around and wait for you for fucking hours.
You hearing this?
Smoking a
They'll
joint.
bring their
Come out.
friends and tell them about you too.
Yep. They set
hear-
all the pheromones out, and a bunch of them come, and they're like, "Just fucking wait till this bastard gets out. We're gonna maul the shit out of him."
You hear this
All you have to
shit?
do is annoy them. If you annoy them, then they're like, "Oh, it's on now. Wait till I get back with my friends."
Hey, yo, if
Yeah,
you don't get
wait.
these, if you don't get these gang banging ass honeybees the fuck up out of here, like what the fuck? Like, hey, yo, man, what's with that red shirt? Hey, man, I'm just trying to go to work, man. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. I don't want to have to de-escalate a situation with a wasp because it's
Giant hornets don't forget.
How do you de-escalate a situation with a wasp?
I'm out.
Sweet liquids. Sweet liquids is a good way to win them over.
I ain't getting none of this monster. Monster
I-
costs too
Well,
much.
a laser.
Sharing
We're
that
not
shit.
talking about sweet
Sugar
liquids. That's
water.
a conversation that ain't happening today.
Oh,
Cut to
about
commercial.
About the tiger semen that we were talking about earlier.
No.
What about that tiger semen?
Oh, Bree, you probably know this. What's probably one of the most offensive ancient medicine
true.
thing, like them using pangolin scales for arthritis or something like that. Like pangolins are the cutest things that have ever existed.
You know, I'm gonna say something just in about this. In my and maybe you'll understand my biggest issue with all these ancient medicines is all of the fossils that we've lost because of it. All of the
dinosaur fossils.
hundreds of
yeah.
species that were, because the area of China where they get their fossils to grind up into the dragon bones, all of it's dragon bones to them. They don't pay attention to what they are. They don't identify the species, and they've been doing it for thousands of years, digging in these big formations just rich with fossils, and we've lost so much of it all just ground into powder for someone to snort into boner powder. Yeah, it's
I'm curious, Mikey.
Even straight open, yeah.
I'm really kind of curious about this tiger semen thing. It's like, how do you collect that?
God damn it.
You ask
Carefully.
very, very nice.
Okay.
Handle
Very
light.
carefully. No, I think,
I'm
think
thinking.
the worst is
Well,
like,
I've got visions of Calvin and Hobbes going on. Is that what was really going on in that whole thing?
Oh no.
I need to ruin everyone's
Cut
childhood.
to commercial. Cut to commercial. please.
I'm sorry. I'll show.
We're gonna lose our funding.
No, it's fine.
she had to
I think
outdo
the
my
rhino-
otter story.
I missed
I
that.
think it's the rhino horn that's the worst because they sell it as like unicorn horn kind of thing, and it's like, come on, unicorns don't fuck with me.
Thank you.
Otters.
Thank you.
Alec twins are right there. Yeah.
Killers. Killers. Look, when Bree said that, I looked on the internet and I saw a picture of an otter killing an alligator, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah. Oh, Amazonian river otters, they're huge. They're as big as seals,
They're
and they're
massive.
vicious. And they hunt in packs. They will fight jaguars. They're not.
Yep.
They're nothing to mess with.
Why is there not
They
been a
roll
horror
deep.
movie around this?
Yeah, there
McKinnon?
should be.
Hey, McKinnon.
Yeah.
Maybe there should be.
I'm working. All right, I got it. I'll handle it.
I will do the voice
What
of the
would you
otters.
call that animated movie?
Terror of the
Animated.
Amazon.
Whoa.
No,
No,
we're gonna
not
use
Yeah, an
stock
animated movie
footage.
about Amazon river otters.
No. It's got to be live action. You got to see the actual gore.
Live action.
Yeah, there's
Well,
plenty of
Sky, he
videos and
reached out
clips
to
and
me.
stuff.
So,
Yeah.
and he did have some weird beliefs that he got himself free from.
I
So
did,
he still
yes,
counts.
Yeah,
Still
it
counts.
counts.
I was
I
just
did
happy
converted
that,
from
one-
woo, just general woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of weird beliefs, the guy
God
on the
damn
show
it.
from Thursday night.
Oh, I know. I know.
I missed
he's
that
called
show.
it- Yeah,
Oh,
I
yes,
guess he's
that
called
one
into the
I
atheist experience
couldn't-
and those type of shows a few times, and they think he's trying to create his own religion.
Not cult of some kind. Yeah.
Yeah, some sort of kind
Yeah,
of cult. Yeah. So
Lord
I got
Falcone
it.
told me about it, and I think they have like a website or something like that. That is crazy.
Yeah, the website's like 3 days old. The name of the movie is Otter Watch Out.
Hey, where are you now, Janine? Are you at your significant other's place?
Otter Watch Your Back.
Okay, now we got it. Now that's that 10 goddamn carat piece of genius right there. I'm with that.
Otter Watch Your Back. It's a bunch of inner city kids that go down to the Amazon for a field trip. We don't have to really explain this. It'll just be 30 seconds of epilogue or of exposition or whatever.
We just need to get the kids on the bus. That's it.
We just get them into the Amazon. We'll hand wave all the rest of it away.
Right.
So now
And how many of those kids will come back?
None.
Oh, none of them. Absolutely.
Oh,
Your lunch.
okay.
That's it. It's
We're
over.
gonna feed them to the otters.
2 of them
Oh.
for breakfast, like 4 of them for lunch, the rest for dinner. No dessert.
How about turn the otter cheek?
Ah, gotcha.
Mm.
Turn the other
Turn
cheek.
the
That's
otter
good.
cheek.
There you go.
These otters
that
like
would
to bite
insinuate that
butts.
one of the otters has to let them go, and all these kids are going to die. So you can't turn the otter cheek. You got to. They
Maybe-
all got to go.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
cool.
there's like an alien predator thing where like the otters have to take you into their culture and like put the little acid thing on your forehead, and then now you're part of the otter tribe. And now
I
the
think-
otters have learned to turn the otter cheek. Maybe that's part 2, Mark.
But if
That might
that's
be
true,
I-
it'd
Maybe,
oughta
yeah,
be
sequel.
oughta be easy to
But
detect.
that wouldn't be like turning into a furry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually right. And fuck furries. So no, this movie's canceled. We're not doing it. I don't like furries.
Anyway,
Be nice
Um,
to furries.
No,
No letterbox
Just
doing
like-
it.
I hate all of a sudden.
Hi, Neil.
if you're going to do an otter horror movie, it should be titled "You Shouldn't Have Otter Done That."
Too wordy. Too wordy. I need it quicker.
Cut the commercial.
Give me some.
You otter not done that.
Shouldn't have otter done that.
It's an other failure.
yeah.
Otter failure.
Okay.
Now that
Yes.
is it.
I'd have to.
Alma?
I'd have to
Yeah,
say
that's it.
yes, mate. Should do this really, truly.
But I think
Alma?
Otter Failure is like a spin-off of where like
Yeah.
they've achieved sentience and they've like worked their way up to the NASA and they're trying to like get some mission going off and they're like Otter
That's
Failure
like-
is not an option.
I'm
the
listening to
final
a book
Otters in
series where they
space.
have otter people in it, actually, that are from another world.
Otter failure. Mission Impossible. They're spy otters, and they work as a group
I
to
I, for
solve
one-
river crimes.
for one, do not want to see Tom Cruise with an otter.
Yeah, there's like a scene where he's like dangling over the surface of the water, but he doesn't want to
Oh.
like wake up. I don't know, a caiman that's in the
Yeah,
river.
there's-
So then, there's
Oh,
a
that-
drip off of his nose. He catches it with his tail. You know what I mean?
It's,
Mikey, have you
it's
thought about
starring,
the
it's
PR
starring
nightmare?
Tom Cruise and L. Ron Otter.
Yeah, maybe the otter's a psychologist.
This is utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous.
That'll be the Kevin Hart spin-off movie.
No. I got it. It's Harry Otter in the Chamber of Secrets. That's
There
what
he
it
is.
It's
There he is. That's why he's the final form of Mark Reed.
I'm not fucking with J.K. Rowling money. I'm not going with that legal battle.
Okay,
I'm
all right,
gonna pull
all right.
out.
What's she gonna? What the fuck is she gonna do? She
Well, you
nobody
just, you just changed the spelling to Harry, H-A-R-I, and you're all set. You're no problem.
that lady ain't made $1 since everybody was assured that she would have no part of the series. So she can take a royalty check all she wants, but everybody done moved on.
You'll be hearing listeners shortly, Mikey.
How you get
You're
fired
not
from
a Harry.
How you get fired from Hogwarts on your day off?
There must be a spell for that. I don't know what it
Fired
is.
their
Yeah,
god.
no joke.
Hogwarts
You cut still in
fired their
boxes?
god. That's all it is.
Deneen left. Well, Deneen might be still watching, but she's in her PJs and lying in bed. She's doing some house sitting.
Making amazing
She
hashtags.
couldn't stay joined with us here, and I know why. And everyone that has ever tried to jump into one of these things using Safari
You
has
can't.
never been able
God.
to do it.
Doesn't work.
You can't do it.
Doesn't work. No,
Yeah,
it's,
nobody
it's,
likes it.
I learned my lesson. Actually, it worked for a while, but I learned my lesson. You got to use Firefox. You got to use a Firefox
Chrome.
app or something. You can't use
Yes.
Chrome on an iOS device. It won't work.
Oh, okay.
I want to know the magic spell to get rid of J.K. Rowling. That's what I want to know. Is it like Perfius Expellius or something like
No.
that?
Fuck offerus or something.
Fuck off first.
Selfos Cancelus.
Fuck you, Morpheus.
We'll all be hearing from our solicitors tomorrow, right?
Cease
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
604 Atheist show has just received
Cease
a
and
cease and desist
desist.
letter.
Hey, yo, they can desist these nuts.
Yeah. Here's your fucking.
Well,
desist right here.
that appears to be her. That appears to be her answer to internet people. People on the internet is, I don't know, hear from my solicitors or something like that.
Wait,
Boom.
Mikey, if she can desist your nuts, does that mean there's cysts on your
What?
nuts? Is that what we're talking about?
Again, are you a cop? Like, I don't know. Do I need a representative? Like, I feel like I'm just.
I look like a cop.
Powder, Mikey.
I mean, do I need representation here? Am I?
Poor Joanne, she's so
Is
misunderstood.
that? Do I fit the description if I have cysts? I don't know.
Maybe you can
Shit.
retain J.K. Rowling's lawyer.
They
Maybe.
probably make Chrome for iOS now.
Yeah, it's made
Oh,
for
yeah,
iOS.
yeah,
There
yeah.
is an app, but it doesn't work with Steam with StreamYard.
I'm gonna do it right now.
I'm on a Chromebook, and it really doesn't work well.
At all.
I thought
No,
it was
with
just
iOS.
Safari that had an issue. I think Chrome does fine. I think it's just Safari.
Nope. I can
No.
guarantee that it's on iOS devices. Chrome does not work. In fact, if you click a StreamYard link, it will say, open this link in Safari. First of all, copy this link and open it in Safari. And then you do that, and you open it in Safari, and Safari sucks. It doesn't recognize
Yeah.
external microphones. It's a
Oh, I hate Macs, but your voice is doing some real strange things, Steph.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Again?
doing the
Yeah.
fluctuation thing.
doing
Yeah.
that wavy
Yeah.
thing. I'll be
Same
back.
thing he was
Yeah.
doing last night.
Deneen, quit putting out her business. What's going on?
Happy birthday, Stacy. Happy birthday.
Firefox Focus.
Yes.
Yeah, that's iOS, so that's not Mac OS. Just to get real technical on you.
So Jur apparently uses every time I join Summer Show, I'm on Chrome on an iOS.
See.
Yeah, so it depends if you're talking about iOS, which is the phone version, or Mac OS, which is the operating system for the desktop and laptop version.
What about the iPad?
But that uses
OS.
iOS.
iOS, right?
I think.
StreamYard.com.
I don't know. I'm a big Firefox fan, actually. I think Chrome's
I used to
really
be.
good, but it uses a lot of system resources. Like
No,
it
it's
is
a
greedy.
fucking hog.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, yeah.
The only problem with Firefox and StreamYard, you can't share when you go to share videos and stuff like that. You can't share the sound.
Right. Yeah. So I have to use Chrome if I want to
You have to use
share
Chrome
something.
if you want to get the sound.
Yeah, if you're
You
gonna do
gotta-
that, you have to.
You got to do the what's it called? You got to hardware acceleration it.
You can do that too. Yeah.
I don't know if there's a switch for that on Firefox. I haven't used that since two computers ago.
It's happening again. Stacey just got 10 years younger because Mark Reid wished her happy birthday.
I don't know where all the pumping up is coming from, but much love, everybody. I don't know where it's coming from. I did
It's
not get
fine.
these people in to do sales on me or anything. Trust me, I don't know. Yeah.
Sure,
I don't.
Mark.
Who are these
Checks in
people?
the mail.
I don't know who these people are.
It's a LMM.
Check it in the mail. Actually,
None of my
Chuck
business.
Norris is the one in an MLM, right? He's selling Amway. I think.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Check
Yeah.
that.
Buy my shit or
what
I
was it?
karate chop you? Like what?
No, it was just I saw it on John Oliver. I think did a thing on it, and
Yeah,
he was,
he was doing
I
like
think it
I
was
do
it
my research or
Herbalife
something.
or yeah. It's just they had him and his wife support this MLM business like Nutrilife or Herbalife or something. And he's sitting there going, no, me and my wife really believe in this. We did our due diligence and checked it thoroughly, kind of thing. And it's like, what checking
probably-
of due diligence is Chuck Norris doing? Like, really,
Somebody offered me money to say this.
Yes,
That's-
that's the due
that's-
diligence.
What
And
the
they had another
hell
person
is
that was
going
like-
on?
Hello.
Mikey's got a second camera going.
Works on
Side
Safari.
Oh yeah.
But they also had Madeleine Albright as a spokesman as well, which was just weird.
With
It's so
Herbalife?
crazy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Herbalife
these
is becoming
companies,
so popular in Mexico that it's scary.
yeah,
they promise a lot of
they're really
money.
targeting.
They promise a
Mhm.
lot of
Yep.
money, and it's an easy come up if you can find 3,000 people to buy 7 billion pills.
It's
But-
a scam. It's
Yeah.
absolutely a
It's a
scam.
scam.
You don't
Because
say.
yeah, absolutely, it's a scam. But a lot of people don't realize it. But it's the same as some of
MLM.
the like the Tate University model as well. It's absolutely a scam where he's basically hiding behind. You don't have to go into the recruit your friends side of it, but they promote heavily that you can recoup your money that you've spent by recruiting just a few of your friends, kind of thing. So it's exactly the same thing.
Which reminds me, guys, I'm glad we're all here. I have some really excellent
I'm outta here.
opportunities for all of us. I think we can grow together.
Damn it! I wanted you to hear what the product you were going to make up. I wanted to commit, Mikey.
It's now a lot of people. Doctors.
It's a new diaper called Due Diligence.
I just set up the diaper genie today. The diaper genie is set up next to the crib, so I'm like, all right, diaper
I'll
genie.
be here all night.
It's gonna be me and you, diaper genie. I'm gonna need you to not let me down here. Come on now. So
You better
That's-
reinforce that fucking thing.
that's what I was thinking. I looked at that bag and I was like,
Yeah.
rough.
I think the best thing John Oliver did was set up that church. That was glorious, absolutely.
Oh, that
glorious.
was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, if people haven't seen that, definitely watch it. He set up a church and it was called what was it? Our Lady of the
Lady of Perpetual something. Perpetual
Exemption.
exception.
Our Lady of the Perpetual Exemption. Yeah, it was,
that
was
was it.
fantastic.
No, his one against Bob Murray, the Eat Shit Bob one.
Yeah, that's pretty
Is it it's weird of me. I like when he buys random shit.
Yeah.
And then he reveals that there was a set and there was like 4 other ones, and that he's also bought those too. Like it's probably just the delivery of his gifts that he gives to the audience, but it's always fun for me. It's like, yo, and there's only one copy of this book, and I have it. Apparently, it's in the series, which I also have. And it's just I love the Zazu show because that's what he is to me. He's Zazu. Sorry, it's the only thing I can see you
Didn't
as
he buy
now.
Russell Crowe's jockstrap or something?
Yeah, he did.
Gladiator.
What?
Yeah.
Because
didn't he like give it to the last Blockbuster up in
Yes.
Alaska or
Yes, I
something?
think so.
Some random like that. Like just-
They have it on display up there, or at least they had it on display if they're still open. Oh.
I normally
Who's
don't
Zazu?
admit from Lion
Neil,
King.
get the fuck
come
out.
on.
Lion King.
No, you're out.
Come
You're
on,
done.
man.
How the
I
hell
love
did
him,
he get
the
brought
Lion
into
King.
this?
Because
He also
the
has
new
the-
Lion King, he was the
Oliver
voice of
Richardson.
the character Zazu.
Oh,
And the
Neil.
Doesn't he also have a ward at like an animal hospital where the animals have chlamydia named after him, or some weird shit like that?
Yes.
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
That's
John
Yeah,
Oliver is the
incredibly
new
weird.
voice of
Koala
Zazu?
bear.
You're still on
Oh,
Zon.
yeah, it's the
Atkinson, as far as I
koalas, the
know.
one that has
Originally, it was
chlamydia,
Rowan
right?
Atkinson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah,
It's now John
Oh.
Oliver.
old bean boy.
Yeah,
Blackadder.
Mr. Bean.
yeah, that's what I wrote. That's what I
Blackadder
first
was
saw him.
marvelous.
I can't look at him talking. It's like Penn and Teller with Teller. Like I don't like to
Bean.
watch Teller talk. Like I
Right.
never watched Mr. Bean talk. So if Rowan Atkinson, I can hear his voice and recognize it. Don't speak on screen, please.
Right.
What about Kevin Smith?
No, you're wrong. You're just wrong. You didn't watch Blackadder because he was
No.
amazing in Blackadder. Oh, you should see
No,
Blackadder.
you
Blackadder's-
I
should
can't watch it
Blackadder.
now
It's
because Mr.
so
Bean is
funny.
talking, and that's
No,
against the
it's-
rules.
Like you've just got to overcome this fear and just commit. Like Blackadder goes forth, like when they're in wartime, First World War, is freaking hilarious. Stephen
That's
Fry,
pretty good.
Hugh
Yep.
Laurie is in it. Just these names that we know now, all working together, and their timing is impeccable. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
You sold me on Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie. I'm in. I got this now.
Yeah.
I'm watching it tonight.
Remember when Hugh Laurie rapped in House, and it was the most British thing I've ever seen in my life? I was like, you are trying so hard not to be British, and it is so obvious. Who do you think has the best American accent of non-American?
What?
Who has the best American accent?
Well,
for
what
non-American?
kind of American accent?
I
Well,
didn't specify. So
I would
state your
probably
case.
have to go for Hugh Jackman, actually.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he
Comes
does.
off pretty much the whole range.
He's pretty good. You're not. That's not. Fun. I'm gonna nominate Tom Holland.
What about Kate Beckinsale?
Oh yeah, he's English. Yeah, he's just pretty damn good, right? Especially his like
Ryan Reynolds.
Brooklyn.
He does a pretty good.
Well, I
Ryan
was
Reynolds
thinking
is-
an Australian.
Ryan Reynolds is from here.
Ryan Reynolds is Canadian.
That's a strong
Yeah, he's
answer,
from my
though.
city.
That's a strong answer, though.
I'm gonna start with Colin Farrell because anytime I've ever told somebody that he's not American, like,
Yeah.
they're all like completely
Colin,
like, what?
yes,
Yeah, no, he's
he
Irish.
overcomes
As
such a
shit.
strong accent.
Yeah.
You're right there, Colin Farrell. Holy fuck.
Russell Crowe, yeah, he does pretty good American accent too.
He was great as Zeus.
What?
Yeah,
No.
it was great. It was
He
great.
was Zeus?
Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Because as soon as I saw him turn around, I was like, this is gonna be horrible. Let's go. Let's go.
Actually,
this is gonna be a train
Henry
wreck.
Cavill's
Let's go.
pretty good as well. Actually, come to think of it,
Where's he from?
Yep.
he's
He's
from
English.
England. He's British.
Yeah.
What about Kate Blanchett? Kate Blanchett does a good American accent.
Yeah, that's
I don't know what her normal accent's like, so I can't judge it. Right? That's part of the problem.
Kate Blanchett. Why do I know that name?
She's in tons of stuff.
She's in
Yeah.
lots of movies. She's
All the
British.
little vampire stuff.
No, Kate Blanchett
Oh,
is
that's
Australian.
She is Australian.
That's
Yeah.
Jesus.
Galadriel.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only seen her in like fantasy stuff. I don't think I've ever seen
She
her
was
like,
in
talk.
what's the movie where she's the psychic? And she has like a southern accent. The
She was-
Gift. The Gift. Watch that movie. She does a southern accent in that, and you would think she was actually from the South, like in a U.S. southern accent. Yeah.
So I was telling Neil before the train wreck that was Thursday. Me and my wife
Watch that.
me and my
Yeah,
wife
I've gotta
just
watch it too.
me and my wife just rewatched for me. I Know That Voice, and it kind of like brings in the who's who of like voice actors and character actors and stuff like that, and they're all on camera doing their thing, and I giggled the whole time. Like it turned into a comedy for me because Nancy Cartwright was like, oh yeah, little kids are like, oh, I heard you do the Simpsons voice. Which voice are you? And she's like, I'm Bart Simpson. She's like, no, you're not. And she's like, close your eyes. And then she like does it, and then they just go whoa, and then they have like this big thing. I'm like, what is it about humans, or certain humans, I guess, because I guess it's not for everybody. I love hearing people do voices. I love impressions. Like that shit is awesome.
That's fun.
Why do I like that though? Like, what's cool about that?
You're gonna like my next.
It's so off-putting hearing the voice come out such a different face.
Did you grow up watching Police Academy?
No, I was too young. I wasn't allowed to watch stuff like that. I was
I
only
already
allowed
an
to watch
adult. when he
Bambi
came
and Veggie Tales until I was like 30.
I'm so sorry.
out. Happy and veggie.
I'm so sorry about that.
I still like Bambi.
Apostasy is in the chat. Hi, Apostasy. Here it's your birthday on Tuesday.
You mean
Oh,
Stacy?
yeah.
Happy birthday, Stacey.
Happy B-Day.
Birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right.
She can finally drink legally.
Yeah, drinking age is 40 here in BC.
The guy who
I
does
am-
the Mikey Famine voice is great. I hate you tons. Why do you always get me right where it hurts? You know I hate my voice.
I actually
Yes, Neil.
met both Deneen and Stacy in person and got big hugs from both of them. So
You still got your wallet, Neil?
I
See?
haven't checked.
damn it!
See?
Yeah, of course I do. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Bell
I
block.
And they got my
Mike,
kidney.
What the hell? Where's it?
That only happens in Mexico.
Sorry.
Where's my kidney?
Why do I have this bag of ice taped to my back?
Your new nickname is McKidney.
The kidney.
Yeah, it's funny. It's real funny. You know what? I was just in a few minutes gonna say, hey, that voice acting thing I was gonna ask you to do. Never mind, you're good.
Oh,
Oh.
come on.
But I
Don't be a
like
source-
doing voice work.
Don't be a
Well, you get
source
to. Yeah, I got to get to you soon
I'm
because
pretty
there's
good
a
at it, you know.
illustration table set up there. I'm getting closer to it, so I'm gonna need you to record some shit later.
Check your DMs on Twitter when your birthday comes, Stacy. You'll have something.
Oh, I thought you were still
Something fun
talking
in
to
there
me, and
for
I was
me.
about to get really scared.
Hey,
Oh,
McKinnon,
you
it's
better
us.
check yours too, McKinnon.
Hey, McKinnon, it's us, the Dolphins again. Check your DMs.
Can you do
and,
Together.
You're being warned.
Well, the Dolphins are smart enough to look at your driver's license and see that you're an organ donor. You know, hey.
I'm already down one kidney. Damn it! No.
Hey, McKinnon, we'll see you by the docks, right? By the docks. Yeah.
Oh, I
By
saw,
the
actually,
pier at
I saw
midnight.
Kevin Conroy mentioning this.
Oh, Kevin Covner had a story working in a soup kitchen, and someone saying that, saying they had Batman, back there. They didn't believe him until he did the voice.
He did the voice. Yeah.
Dude, he
Right.
transports
Batman
me.
voice.
It just teleports me away every time I hear Kevin Conroy. He can be talking, and I can just hear Batman talking. His face is it doesn't need to be on the screen. Just put a picture of Batman because that's who's talking in my brain.
They
I
had
maybe
him as
associate-
Batman in an alternate universe in one of the Batwoman shows, or one of the
Yeah, but those shows aren't good.
Batwoman was the first season was all right, but this after that it just
Oh,
after
the
they
one with the
killed her
weird
off.
head.
yeah.
What was? Did anybody see the Batwoman show? It's bad.
On CW.
It was on. I saw it on HBO. It was on like because I watched Titans, which was really good. If you have HBO Go,
Yeah, Titans is great.
check
Titans
out
is
Titans.
pretty good, yeah.
That show kicks all the ass. And then they had the fucking what's the Doom Patrol? Like there's that
Doom
spinoff.
Patrol's
of it.
awesome too.
Doom
Another
Patrol's
great
so
show.
cool.
Another great show. So I'm like, oh, man, they gave me the worst show I ever seen in my damn. The bat cowl was puffed like right
Yeah,
here
I remember that.
for no reason. I'm like, what's wrong with her head, bro? Like, is that a contusion? What do you got some
That was
swelling
season 2
going
and
on
on.
over there?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
And then like the girl, and then I didn't know which one of them was gonna turn into Batman. I'm like, the picture said it was a black chick, but this white chick is very serious about being Batman right now. So I don't know what's going on. I guess I'll just keep watching and see what happens. It never. I gave up after like episode 4. Like this is for somebody else.
Apparently you did the tauntaun remover in the arc.
Yeah.
And I thought they
Total
smelled
Luke
bad
Skywalker.
on the
On
outside.
the inside. On the outside, yeah. Hi, Jenna. Yeah, Doom Patrol's great. It was just so out there. It was so good.
Anything
I
with
read the
Brendan Fraser,
comics.
I'm in.
I had tons of the comics of Doom Patrol.
Should they
I did
read
read the comics, but the characters were just so flawed. Like it was awesome how flawed they were. Every
Yeah.
single one had
Oh, yeah.
such issues, you know. And it's like, wow, these people don't feel like superheroes. They feel like, oh, I don't know, just broken people trying to keep it together. I loved that
Yep.
about it. You know,
Yeah.
it's great.
That's not relatable at all in the year of 2020.
I
That
don't know
show
what
hit
you're
me
talking about, Mikey.
perfectly. I was just like, oh, you
Yeah.
metal, ugly man. I understand you.
Yeah, each of them had like heartbreaking stories and just
Yeah.
lives that fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And
And it wasn't their fault. Like, it was no fault of their own. They weren't bad
Right.
people doing bad things. It's just like,
Kind of skirted on the edge. But the thing is, the bad things they did were kind of understandable with their past kind of thing. Like you could understand. You know what? Another show like that was Umbrella Academy. I loved that show. That was
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
watched that either.
Oh, that one.
You haven't seen it?
I like that
It
one.
was
Watched
the-
it. It was good.
it was the big guy. It was the big guy for me. I couldn't do the big bulky.
Gorilla guy.
Yeah,
I couldn't
He
do
really
he,
he
The
lifted it off.
gorilla, yeah, it was too much.
Speaking of
Beast
amazing
body.
shows, Klaus
Yeah.
was in another
Klaus
show.
was
He was in another
Amazing.
show before that, and I'm glad
Yes.
everybody loved him. And they were like, Klaus. I'm like, no. Nathan something. I can't remember his fucking name.
You're
But
talking
look
about
up-
Misfits?
Yes,
Yeah.
Misfits?
that show
Misfits.
is excellent. Everybody should check out
Yes.
Misfits. Where I think it's on
It
Hulu.
kind of it fell down a bit towards the end. It sort of jumped the shark
Yeah,
at one
well-
point, I think.
Is that the British one?
Yes, that is British. Yep.
There's a
Well,
bunch
the-
of like shitty kids who are on like fucking community service, and then like this big
They get
storm
that
comes,
weird storm happens. Yeah, that was actually a really
and
good
then
show.
they
Until
all
the
get
final
superpowers.
season.
Get superpowers?
Final season was terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a great show, but it's got
Sounds
some
like
great
your age.
moments.
Did anybody watch
Yeah.
The Runaways?
What's up?
The Runaways.
I
McKinnon?
heard about it. I haven't
Runaway?
watched it. Is it any good?
Runaways is all right. It's a Marvel title. Yes,
Oh,
It's
McKinnon.
kind of the same vein.
Yes, we have one from McKinney.
McKinnon?
Yes.
McKinney over on the left.
Thank you. Mikey, I wanted to specifically ask you because I feel like you're about to get really excited. I hope you are. That new Flash movie that's going to have Michael Keaton back as Batman.
Don't tease
Batman
me.
again.
Well, you don't know about this?
It's true.
Oh.
Are you lying right now? Or are you fucking with
But
me?
It's
Are you
true.
fucking
They already
with me
have the
on
It's
fucking
true.
the shit's
Yeah,
out
the
already on
trailer's
the
out, dude.
The
internet.
trailer's
True.
out. You can watch
I
it.
think
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
fucking
I
with you. I'm
saw.
fucking with you.
I don't
No,
know
yes,
how much
it's
he's gonna be in it,
really a
but he's in
thing.
it.
It's really a thing. You can watch it.
Because he goes into multiverses. It's the whole
I-
Flashpoint thing, and he goes into multiverses, and Keaton's in it.
Yeah, sure
It
he
goes
is.
backwards.
Yeah, okay.
No,
I
he
mean,
is in
yeah,
it.
okay.
No,
okay.
Michael
Yeah,
Keaton's
yeah.
in it.
I'm gonna look it up
No.
right now.
The
Yeah,
problem
do
is that Urza Miller's in it. That's the problem.
Oh, so
You
they're
guys.
bringing him back? That's what I was going to
Oh,
ask
you
that
guys.
because I heard over here that they're going to bring Ezra Miller back.
Yeah, they
No,
are.
please.
Hey,
So
maybe.
yes,
He's
Michael
one of the-
Keaton's in
he's
it.
not
That's a
in the
plus. Urza Miller's in it. That's the downside. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
Yeah, he's
So
in
does
it,
this
dude.
mean that
Yep.
that somewhere Danny DeVito's Penguin is still canon?
Yes,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And I'm
multiple-
waiting for that
Oswald.
spinoff.
Well, I don't want
Oswald
to do any
Cobblepot.
spoilers. I don't want
There
to
you
do
go,
any
Mikey.
spoilers. So,
Right there.
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman too. Wow. Oh,
Nice.
People, hey yo, I don't know how fast McKinnon whipped that up and sent it over to you, but y'all aren't getting me. It's not happening
You're
today.
serious? That's real.
Holy
No,
fuck!
I-
Mikey,
Show during the Super Bowl.
we're not fucking with you. It's true,
That's
Allie,
true.
you of course you would agree with a joke if it
They're
was at my
even-
expense.
dude. I would.
They're
do that.
even
Yeah.
pulling Grant Gustin in as a different Flash from a different universe as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Ben Affleck is a different Batman.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
are they?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like
and
these
Heath
are-
Ledger as a
fucking
different
ridiculous.
Joker.
You know, it's like you
Oh,
know.
Oh,
yeah, they're gonna
Heath Ledger's
dig up
fucking
Heath Ledger and put him in. A
Yeah,
different
yeah,
Joker
and
show.
Heath Ledger is the Joker. Like, get the fuck out of here. Fucking
He-
well,
Cesar
you know
Romero
what?
was in it too. He's got a cameo.
Heath Ledger's
Oh,
from my
yeah,
town.
Is
Like
that
you
Romero?
probably noticed
Mikey.
the accent's the same.
How
But
Yeah,
low,
you
just
sound
from
like
where I
Heath
live.
Ledger. That's what draws me to you.
how
Oh,
low
thank you.
down do people have to be to make me think a movie is coming out? Like that's so hurtful. Like you know, like you don't have to make up a film. That's like, oh yeah, Wakanda is coming out. Oh, there's gonna be another Black Panther movie, and Zuri's gonna be the Black Panther. Like that's the next thing you'll be fucking telling.
Don't you own Google?
Oh,
Mike?
now you're fucking pulling our leg
Make
now
any of this.
because I know you've seen that movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's just fucking with
Opening
everybody.
day, baby.
What do you think, guys, about The Last of Us?
I'm not allowed to
Fucking
watch it.
Great.
I'm not allowed to watch it.
I have a track record
Why
of
not?
watching. I have a track record of watching shows and those shows being canceled in the next 6 months.
And Neil, I wanted to say that I thought you were really good in episode 3.
Neil's in
Mikey,
it.
check out that link in
Oh,
the
see,
private
here we
chat.
go again. See, I don't.
Mikey, check
Episode
out that
3 of
link
The
in
Last of
private
Us?
chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get killed right away. So
Why y'all can't stop spoiling?
I'm like what's his name in?
I'm gonna go watch
Lord
this
of the
trailer real
Rings
quick.
and
I'll be right back.
Sean Bean. I'm like Sean Bean. I'm killed within the first episode.
Yo,
God, that pisses me
you know, Boromir is low key the
killed
worst
with the
character
mushroom.
in Fellowship of the Ring. I just want to throw that out there. He is the absolute worst person. Like, look at all
Yeah,
of
he
his
is in the book,
lines.
too.
Look at all of his lines. Read like his actions in the first movie are the most disgusting of anyone. All of his like just
Why?
He's
But he has a redemption. They're supposed to be, because he redeems himself by the end of the first movie. That's the whole point of the
You can't
character.
redeem yourself by doing the job you already signed up for doing.
No, but he succumbed to temptation, and then he gave his own life to save the hobbits. Like,
That was
he
his
didn't
job
try-
in the first place. And my axe. He already volunteered to die.
Yeah, but that's what redemption is. It's failing to do your job and then stepping up to do your job. That's what redeems him. That's the whole point of the character.
Mikey, you're on the wrong side of history.
You're arguing.
You are.
Faramir is the far superior brother who had a much.
Oh yes. Well,
Faramir
Absolutely.
is way cooler in the
Right.
books, not
Yeah, he
as
is.
cool in the movies. But
He's cool
Yeah.
in the movies.
He's still cool in the movies.
He
He's
had
got some
more
breathtaking daddy issues in the movies.
Oh my
it's
goodness.
more of him in the
Yeah.
books than there is in the movies.
Why
Mind
don't
there's
you
lots
lo-
of stuff that isn't in the
There was
movies.
a lot. More.
Why don't you love me, Father? Why don't you love me like you love Boromir?
because you
Yeah,
have
The
the
one
wrong
thing
face.
that pisses me off is in the books with the dwarf guy. What's his name? Fucking
Gimli.
I love him.
Gimli.
Gimli.
Yeah,
And his whole imagined love affair with the fucking fairy queen or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, and he's got all this dialogue going on in his head. They left that all out of the movie. They showed a couple of scenes, of him looking longingly at her, and that was it. That's the only tie
Yeah.
back they had.
Tom Bombadil. Tom
And-
Bombadil is missing from the movie.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
a big mistake.
Yeah,
And
There's
in
so
the
much,
extended
though. I
footage
mean,
still, he did get
There was so
her
much.
hair as a gift. Right?
yes, true.
I will say this.
The entire White Barrows is missed as well, where the hobbits were put in the White
Oh,
Barrows,
yeah.
and they got the wraith killing sword from that.
Yes.
The wraith killing sword from that barrow, and all of that's missed because you can't have it because Tom Bombadil saves them from those barrows.
Exactly.
So they
Yeah,
just
instead you have a quick
How many
scene with
hours?
Strider just giving them the knives.
How many more hours would you give him to fix all that?
the bit that I missed
10
the most was
hours.
the
Yeah,
bit that I
probably,
missed
yeah.
the most was the scouring of the Shire. That
yeah.
bit when they get home.
Yes, yes, and
That was
in-
a
like,
key piece of the whole narrative.
Yeah,
and
agreed.
it
But
was
if
done
they
completely left out.
there is that in the outtakes. They have scenes from the scouring of the Shire in the outtakes, that
But
they
not
have
with
done
not with
because of-
Saruman, no.
No, not with Saruman, but they did
Not with
have
Saruman,
it.
and that was the whole thing. It's like Saruman showing up in the Shire, and that was a key piece to the whole thing. But
Okay, I might be a dork. What am I saying? I am a dork, but the thing that I missed most
Welcome.
was
Welcome.
the song of the Ents when they marched. That's what I
Yes.
missed the most. The Ents are marching to war. Hurrum, hurrah. That song for me was awesome when I was a kid. I loved it so much. I still look. The Two Towers for me was the best one because the March of the Ents was my favorite part of the book. That was my favorite part where they're like, oh,
What
we're all
would you-
marching off the
Mark-
die.
Mark,
And then
what
they
would you
kick ass.
Mark, what would you say the Ents had maybe like 15 minutes of screen time for the entire everything?
Yep.
They should have had their own movie. The Ents are
Yeah, the Ents are awesome.
It was
Small
so
things
expensive
like-
to make them at that time, though, with the CG, to do that CG like that. It's cheaper now, but so cheap that they went overboard with the Hobbit movies that they asked me.
But there was so much missed out of the Ents part. The Ent brew.
Poor
Merry and Pippin drink this brew from the Ents and they grow bigger because of
Yes,
this
they're
brew.
bigger
and that's
than everybody
why they were
else.
That's
so
in the cut. That it was
exceptional.
cut from the movie, though. There is that scene does
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that. I
Oh,
didn't
it does
see that
exist?
scene,
It does exist.
That scene is in the extended footage.
where
Yeah.
they're
Because they
where
were
they're
so
like
big.
competing.
And they were so big that they could ride a horse without problems anymore.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
They were
had
giant
those Ents.
hobbits.
Yeah, they were like fucking the minute bowl of hobbits. That's a very dated reference.
Yes,
Yao
it is.
Ming.
Here's a little known fact about the music for the Ents.
I had
So-
a really excellent book on tape version of all of the Lord of the Rings. Like I got each individual book. I don't know who that guy is. I'll have to look up it and find it. He was amazing. He sung all the songs. I don't know if he wrote the melodies himself. but everything was cohesive. So like I have that world cosmos in my brain. The movie comes close in a couple spots, but this brother man took me away with his rendition of the narration of this thing. It was just so good, just so good.
They
Brotherman?
really shorted us on the songs from that book all around, and from the Hobbit too. But I think the Hobbit had more of the songs though. But
Yeah.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, it did.
We got
Now, the
one
one thing I
song
did-
in the Lord of the Rings.
the one thing I did like better about the Hobbit than the Lord of the Rings series though was the depiction of the wargs. I thought they looked more wolf-like, and I liked that better.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
the
agree with
wargs
that
were
for sure.
terrible in
Okay.
Lord of the Rings.
They
They
were like
giant, like hyenas or something.
like
Mhm.
bear-enas or something. Like I
Yeah.
don't know what their
Yeah.
mix
that.
was,
Bear,
but it was
dog,
all fucked up.
hyenas, yeah.
It was all fucked.
As far as creation myths go, I would say that the creation of the world by song in the Silmarillion is way better than Genesis.
The music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, way better.
The
music of
the
Iluvatar.
Ainur, the music of the Ainur. It's just that's a great creation myth. It's way better than
Well,
Genesis.
It did
Wait a
take
minute, is
part
this
of that
true?
creation myth from Christianity, you know. How did you know, Dave?
I don't
did
know
you
how the fuck Dave knows that. But
How did he know?
not sure I want to
Super
know.
knows. Who remembers the 1978 Lord of the Rings movie?
The animated one.
The animated one, where they had actors playing the scenes and then they did animation over the top.
The one where
Rotoscope.
Gollum looks like a frog.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Oh God, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
And weren't the ring
It was on
raids like
TV
the
the other day, I
Nazgul,
just
weren't
watched
they like real life while the rest of was animation? So they kind of looked a bit strange.
Dan.
Well, that's what I said. They had real life actors playing a lot of the parts,
And they
and
wrote
they
it.
did animation over the cells.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah, but I don't think they rotoscoped the Nazgul.
some of them they didn't. They just blacked them out and stuff like that, right? With all the orcs
Yeah,
and stuff like
same
that,
thing.
they just blacked them out and made red for their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting techniques, though. They did a lot of the was that Rankin or what's the production studio?
Mark Reed
Oh, yeah.
Productions.
Yeah.
Bill Todd.
But they made like the Wizards movie and all that.
The Wizards movie.
Wizards. I remember that movie.
Oh,
was an
yeah, I
amazing
remember that
movie.
Great
cartoon,
fucking
yeah.
movie.
It
That
could be
was
the same
that's
team.
a blast from my childhood. I loved
Yeah,
that
Same
movie.
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
The Wizards.
There's rotoscope
was-
in that too, especially that Nazi scene, which was kind of a lot of the Nazi scenes.
I love
Wizards,
the Wizards. Like
That was Ralph Bakshi.
Bakshi,
yeah,
yeah, that's who I
Bakshi.
was asking about. Didn't he do one of the Lord of the? Was it the Lord of the Rings? Or was it the Return of the King? Because there was different studios that made those animations.
There was also the heavy metal movie that he might have been involved with.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph Bakshi.
Was it? It's very so similar. I'm just thinking, was he involved in that? I don't know for sure.
I don't think he was involved with. I could be wrong, but
Heavy metal.
no. Oh, Bakshi did Lord of the Rings in '78, the animation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
He did Fire and Ice, another one in 1983.
that's
He also
another
did
one,
Cool
yeah.
World, Fritz the Cat,
Fritz the Cat. Yep.
Wizards, of course,
Oh,
Coonskin, and Hey Good Looking. Those are all his. They're very adult themed
Yeah.
movies that he did.
Animation, but yeah, I watched Wizards when I was way too young.
mm,
I didn't
Nothing about
understand all
heavy
the
metal.
Nazi stuff at all. I didn't like. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" In the middle of the cartoon, all of a sudden, there's like live action Nazi scenes and World War II battles and stuff. No.
Want to go outside?
No, I'm
I
okay.
let my dog out.
I'm good. I'm staying inside tonight.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna
cold.
stay inside. It's real
Yeah,
chilly.
I'm okay. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, your guys' name is Boomer. I get it. Okay, yeah.
You didn't say
Okay.
Boomer. You just asked us.
I didn't think I needed to.
You need to, because we will answer you, because we're children. Speaking of children, about the
For a
fire
moment there, when you said about okay.
No, go ahead, Alma.
Oh no, it's just when Bree said about the Nazis and stuff. I thought she was talking about the Pan's Labyrinth. I think they have something like that in there.
Oh,
That's my
they
favorite.
weren't
That's my
Nazis.
favorite movie.
They were still fascists, but they weren't. They
weren't
that was
Nazis.
Spanish,
They
I
were.
believe, Yeah.
That was in
Like-
Spain in the 40s.
Spain,
fascists,
right? Spain
yeah.
fascist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spanish Revolution or whatever, right?
La
Is that what's
Pala
going
de
on?
El Pala de Franco.
That was a great film, though. That was fantastic.
That's my favorite movie ever, followed by Hellboy and then Hellboy 2. Because I'm
You
in love
like
with
Guillermo del Toro?
I'm in love with Guillermo del Toro and his
Yeah.
twisted, intricate brain.
Have you seen this short story anthology? I think it's
Yeah, that's really good.
Cabinet of Curiosities or something?
That's a little much. I don't know. I was expecting some Pan's Labyrinth level shit. This is not Pan's Labyrinth level shit. This is.
What about his? Didn't he
distilled.
did the redo of Pinocchio that was just came out too, right?
I'm scared to watch it.
I
I
haven't
watched
seen
the
it.
other
Awesome,
shit.
Did that
dude.
one.
I'm terrified.
It's good. It's good.
It's really good.
No, I don't trust nobody.
Really?
these
You
days.
thought that Cabinet of Curiosities was scary? Really?
Oh, it's so like it's not fear like, oh, there's a monster gonna get you. It's like reality bending that made you
Like Black
uncomfortable. Let me just twist. You're uncomfortable.
The
And I was
body
just
horror.
like- well, even like with the my girl Kate Micucci with like the goop stuff, like the
Yeah.
makeup thing. It made me so uncomfortable for so long. I didn't know what to do with myself anymore because I'm like, I want to get out of here. Like I want the scene to go
She's
to the next thing.
amazing, though. She is amazing.
Go check out Garfunkel and Oates, all you guys, if you like comedy, because her and her girlfriend making that fucking the acoustic ukulele music is hilarious. She was in Scrubs. She was the lawyer's girlfriend in Scrubs, Kate Micucci.
My friend Steve your friend Steve, sorry, is such a funny song. It is hilarious.
Yeah. Do, Steve.
Steve.
Mandalorian season 3, though.
Yeah,
Oh.
coming soon.
Okay,
Uh,
McKinnon. He's still
I haven't
harping on
seen
it. Okay.
Mandalorian.
All right, bye.
I don't do Disney
Mandalorian.
much. I don't know. I just don't like it. Disney's on my shit list, to be honest with you. I fucking hate Disney.
I agree with you
Disney.
on everything except the Mandalorian.
And that's all the time we have for this week, folks.
No, that's
I
your
like
choice.
Andor too. I like Andor.
Thank you for coming, Mark.
Looking forward
Mark's
to Ahsoka.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be. Is my girl doing it? Is Rosario
Yep,
Dawson?
Rosario Dawson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's gonna be like a
yeah.
younger version also played, but yeah, she'll be in it.
There
She
we
was
go.
perfectly cast.
She is Osaka. Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
She really is that
Ahsoka,
city in
Ahsoka,
Japan.
whatever,
Big
you know,
fan?
hey, whatever.
Yeah.
She really embodies
Something like
that
that.
city in Japan better than everybody else.
Ahsoka. There you go. There you go.
Osaka is a city in Japan. My bad. My bad.
Well, at least you got
Like
the Lord
Lego
for it.
everybody.
You know what? Hey guys, this has been really
Nick.
fun. This has been really fun. And I think it's been really fun because Nick's not here. I've been too nice for too long.
Oh, Nick.
God
Nick,
damn.
how you doing? Why isn't Nick here? Is Nick usually here? Is that
Nick
Why
Nick
did I
is
pick on Nick
Nick
anyway?
has been in many after parties. He's been on the show.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
I've met him a couple of times at some of the bigger events, and we've hung out. Nick's a great guy. Nick's one of my besties, really, when it comes to this sort of stuff. So
Nick is good.
I like Nick.
Yeah.
I have
good people.
I have an announcement
Smart
to make.
motherfucker too. I have his book too. I still haven't read it, but I'll get to it, Nick. I promise.
I have an announcement.
It's been a
to
while.
Use it as a tool.
Yes.
Just like your Lego.
Mikey has an announcement.
What is the announcement,
Um,
Mikey?
Mikey,
If-
what's your announcement?
A few of you might
Well, tell
be
us
familiar-
already.
Might be familiar with someone named
Hey,
Black
Mikey, what's
Atheist
your
Rants.
announcement, bud?
And
Yeah.
Black Atheist Rants just sent me a DM today.
Bar. Ooh.
And yeah, Mr. Barr, he sent me a DM today. He said, "Hey, run with
Deal
me."
tucked.
And I'm like, "Yeah, where are we going?" He's like, "No, on Call of Duty." So if you guys check out my gaming streams at all,
Yeah.
I'm sending him my Activision code so that we can be friends on there. So my streams in the future will have 100% more Black Atheist rants on them, which I think is perfect because
I like it.
he's already ridiculous. And if I put him into a Call of Duty lobby, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. And I'm not gonna fucking do shit. I'm just gonna sit in the corner and just like main screen the chat and just listen to him fucking go crazy on people. This is gonna be fucking.
Can you
awesome.
link us up, Mikey? Can you link us up, mate, to your channel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got some links.
Sorry.
Link me.
No, it's a weekend. It's a long weekend for us here.
Why?
On Monday we have something
For
called
some of us.
Family Day. Yeah,
It's
for some
Family
of us.
Day.
Hey,
That's
wow.
why I said here.
Family Day.
What's that mean?
something called Family Day.
Neil, what's Family Day?
What's that about?
Family Day is when you
Family
get an
Day,
extra
yeah.
day off because they didn't have any days off in February, so they made
Family
one
Day's
up
that.
and they called it Family Day.
That's Family Day?
Yeah.
What if
Okay,
you don't have any
you're supposed to
family?
spend time with
Family.
If you don't have
It's
any
called
family,
Islander
What
Day here,
constitutes
but
a family? How many members?
What if you're an
Hang on.
orphan?
Family.
hang on. I'm not. You guys are asking for a description.
I only have a cat.
What if there's a car accident and they're gone?
What if you're Batman?
Not all family. Shut up, Mikey. Not all family
Fuck you,
is
Bruce Wayne.
blood related.
Got you, bitch.
I consider many people in this community to be family to me.
Oh,
My
cool.
roommate
Like who?
is
Who in the
family
chat?
to me.
Who in the stream right now?
Everyone
Typhoid
except
Mary?
this guy right here.
Everybody but McKinnon. There you go.
I'm pretty sure Neil introduces me
Let's
as
go to the
his
board.
brother from the other coast almost every show.
That is
Except for today
Neil.
for
That
some
was
weird
the
reason.
Neil. That was the number one answer. Good job.
Everyone answered it. Ding, 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 ding.
In
Do I get
the
the
United
your supply of rice-a-roni?
in the United States of America, it's President's Day.
Ah,
So
Oh, that's
long
why I
weekend
got
for
the
you
day
guys, too.
off.
there you go.
there you go.
Oh my god!
You guys-
For half a second there, I thought the fire was like erupting out of his damn stove, and I was like, "Ollie, run!
Oh, he's burning up.
Not
Ollie's had the fire department by a couple of times, apparently. That's-
All right, Ollie's
I
on
was
fire,
only
guys.
emptying
So
the
we're gonna-
ashes into the ash bin over there, guys. You don't.
All
have
right,
any-
all right, guys. Ollie's on fire again, so we're gonna go to a commercial break. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
What in the fuck is going on here?
What
I
happened?
loved the
What-
Simpsons please stand by technical difficulties and there's that cameraman just drinking and like
Yeah.
falling over.
Hey, I'm gonna bounce. It's been fun hanging out with you guys, though. Y'all have a good night.
Have a good night, Bree.
Good night,
Bye,
Bree.
Bree.
Bye,
Thank
Bree.
you.
Good night, Bree. Oh, and oh, damn it. I smell like baklava. What?
Baklava?
What is baklava?
What, the Russian sweet?
Kind of.
It's a Russian sort
It's
of
got
sweet.
almonds in
Bread?
it, right?
It's
Yeah.
Greek.
I smell like
Is it
honey
Greek?
and
Is it?
nuts.
Yeah, it's Greek. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Baklava?
No idea.
Yeah.
honey nuts, and
No,
filo
it's
pastry.
a Middle Eastern. Many different countries have a form of baklava. There's Lebanese, there's Egyptian, there's Greek, there's all
It's
kinds of
Mediterranean.
versions.
Filo pastry,
Baklava.
honey and nuts, and
Guys,
it's delicious.
It's not baklava. It's baklava, and it only comes from a
It's not a
certain
ball of
creature.
lava.
We'll be
It's
right back.
Baklava, and you just
Baklava.
Didn't you guys
Yeah,
see the
it originated in Greece,
Moana?
I guess, and then they all took their own way to make it and made their own versions. Anyway, or am I thinking of halva? It could be that.
Well, that's
I was
how
picturing it smelling like corn nuts. I didn't know corn had nuts.
How did you know? How did you know?
Yo,
Night,
dude, I
Bree.
bought.
How'd you
I
know
bought.
that?
I remember the first time I bought corn nuts at like the gas station on a road trip, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try these," and I shattered all of my baby teeth. Like that is the hardest thing that has ever existed. Is
What a
Yeah,
corn
nuts
nuts.
are, yeah.
No. The hardest
So it's-
hardest thing known to man is day old bagels.
Oh yeah, you'll rip your bottom jaw off trying to eat a fucking. Old
What are
bagel.
corn nuts? You guys don't have corn nuts, Mark?
Think of corn.
No.
Think of corn
What is
kernels
that?
have been like dried for a long time, but then they put like their little seasoning dust on there, and then they
Okay.
sell it to you in a bag. So they're very,
Okay.
very crunchy. Like they're hard and
Roasted or
crunchy.
deep fried corn kernels. Okay, interesting.
It's a very Midwesterner kind of snack. And let me tell you something. Now that I had braces and all my adult teeth are in, Not putting that shit in my mouth. It's literal rocks that they have painted yellow to look like corn.
Or
There you go.
petrified organs.
There you go. There they are.
Yeah.
Crunchy my ass.
Oh,
Unbreakable corn kernels is what they should be called.
unbreakable.
Fried corn kernels.
I
Okay.
Sounds
kind of,
like you're just
I
eating
like the ranch
the
ones.
popcorn that didn't pop kind of thing. That's essentially what
They're
you're
bigger
doing.
though. They're
No.
bigger. They're like
They're
half an
corn.
inch big. You know,
They're basically
larger.
corn off the cob that's been dried, right?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
They've been expanded as well. So you put them in like a deep fryer or
Like
air
popcorn?
fryer, and they expand
Okay.
them without them
What-
turning into popcorn. Yes.
If popcorn
Oh,
was a
okay.
Karen, it would be a corn nut. Give me my center square, McKinnon.
I like the ranch ones. So you know.
Hey, I will eat sunflower seeds right now until the entire right side of my mouth is dried out beyond all reason. And then I have to
confirm this.
And then I have to tell. Then my wife just looks at me and says, "That's enough."
That's
Put 'em down.
I have no
Stop it.
feeling on this side of my face.
I got like 16 little bumps on the side of my tongue because I done fucked up my whole inner mouth biology because I'm just shoving salts into. I am a fucking addict when it comes to fucking sunflowers. I can't stop. I have to just not buy them because I can't just eat a handful.
It's
I have
true.
to eat the whole
When
bag.
I was there.
You're talking unshelled, right?
Oh, absolutely.
My dad
wa-
would sit there. My dad would sit there and chew through. He'd buy the weird old bags that they used to have, and they had like the full shelled thing in there, and he'd sit there and just chew them apart in his mouth, spit out the. Oh, that drove me nuts.
That's
Yeah.
It's a real hobby, Dad. What are you doing?
It stays here because I have a weakness.
I thought you were buying the shelled ones, Mikey.
Yeah, in the shell. What do you say?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah, 'cause you
first I
would
said
eat some of them on the when we were driving. You were eating some of them too.
Oh, that's right
And
out the
like-
window, buddy.
The easiest way to find us is just to follow the sunflower seeds when Mikey and I are driving around. And
Or
with a trail of birds.
Or yeah.
all over the car.
the birds don't want the shell. The kernel they'll never taste because it's mine. It's my
That's right.
kernel.
But they were bombing the
Or the-
window
Yeah.
trying to get at
Yeah.
your kernels.
You heard it first. Mikey cruel to birds. You heard it
Or-
first here.
Hey,
Or
fuck
the
off.
sound, or the sound of your muffler.
There it is.
Look, hey Matt,
There
I'm all with
it
you on the
is.
birds. Fucking
There it
emus,
is.
man. Like seriously.
I feed the crows at work so much that they now, every time I go out, even if it's just for coffee break, they come and they sit on the fucking chair next to me.
Fuck
So
off.
Wait.
waiting for me to give them
Scarily
something.
smart. They are
Beat us, you big fucking
scarily
Yeti.
smart.
And it's all
Do
three of
I-
us, the mom, the dad, and the little one. The little one's fairly new. It's only been around for about the past year. So, but they sit there and they all squawk at you if you don't feed them. And my roommate feeds the ones here, and they all line up on the railing there and expect the food to be out there all the time. And if you don't have it, they start beaking off out there. And she goes, "All right, fine." And she goes out there, puts the food out there, and shit like.
Attempted murder.
Did you see that test where they put the water out in front of these crows with a treat in the bottom of the water, and they couldn't reach it with their beaks, so they grabbed stones and put the stones in the water
To raise it.
to raise it up, and then they
Oh,
could reach
hell
the treat
no.
kind of thing.
Oh, hell no.
That's displacement,
Oh, yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
the concept of
Crows
displacement.
are
Crows
incredibly
understand.
smart. They're
Yeah.
really
All
smart
corvids,
birds.
all corvids are really, really smart.
Their puzzle solving ability is stupid.
Yep.
No.
They're tool users.
Users, Yep.
They're puzzle solvers.
Mhm.
They can even
You got a
master
treat in there?
speaking. Ravens can talk, so can magpies.
Mhm.
So
Oh, really?
they're smart fucking birds. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason Hitchcock made that movie. Those birds.
The
Well,
birds.
that's interesting. They
Now
play as
seagulls, on the other hand,
Mine.
Oh.
Mine.
No, they don't say that. They say mate.
Yeah.
might.
Or in
might.
Espanol, mío, 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 mío.
in Espanol, yeah.
Hey,
Don't
Steve,
ducks.
And then there's the peacocks. When I was little, we used to go to a place called Stanley Park, and they got peacocks running around wild.
Mhm.
Not wild because they're not
Loosed.
native to here, obviously, but they're running around the park, and you can hear them. They're all like "Neo, Neo," and I'm like, "What?" Like they're calling my name.
Neo!
So if you've never seen it, watch this Richard Dawkins. Was it Dawkins? No, it was David Attenborough checking out a lyrebird, like the best mimicking bird in the world, and it was replicating his cell phone. It was replicating chainsaws going on in the background. Like I shit you not, like this bird can mimic anything. It's insane.
And it would do a camera, and then it would have a camera with a motor shutter. Like it would it had all. I was like, it's the Michael Winslow with a beak.
No, it's
yeah, pretty much, right? Yeah,
pretty much.
Well, folks, I got to wrap it up. It's been about an hour and a half. I like to keep these things about an hour and a half long. But Mark, man, it has been an absolute fucking pleasure having you on the show, sir.
Oh, it's been wonderful. Thank you. McKinnon, you bitch! Awesome.
Damn it.
McKinnon doesn't want
McKinnon exit. McKinnon did his McKinnon, you know.
He's got this thing that he does this thing where he leaves early, and you said, "Oh, thanks for having me." He's like, "Yup." Boop.
Yep.
He found his moment. Good job.
It's the McKinnon ghosting. That's what he does.
Look, I appreciate a good exit. Like seriously, that is an amazing exit. What can I say?
He's the fucking master. That's for sure.
Fantastic. But I want to thank everybody so much. I mean, I don't know why you turned out for me, but thank you so much. It's been awesome talking to you all. It's been great. I've enjoyed it. So thank you so much.
I'm glad that that you reached out and we got to get you on the show. It was a great chat. I think we covered a lot of really interesting things. So I do want to thank you for that. And you're a master at the debates. So having you on here might actually up my what?
All of you. It just went through all your heads. Don't.
Yes, it did. It did.
Don't.
What? He is a master debater. What can I tell you?
Yeah. Never heard that before.
But yeah, it was fantastic having you out on the show, man. So I think it's great because in Australia it works great because Saturday night I don't have to change the time of my show because you guys are up in the morning and you can do the show. It's just morning time for you the next day, right?
Yeah.
So you're in the future, basically.
Yeah.
That's what's going on here. What are the lottery numbers? No, I'm just kidding.
NASA doesn't allow me to tell people that. I'm sorry.
No.
Right.
Conflict of interest.
But all you wonderful people out there in the chat, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Thanks for everyone that was there for the interview. If you missed the interview, it is in the description box below, so you can check that out. I also have, if you dig in the music for the show, you can check out my SoundCloud and for some other fantastic music, and will most likely be involved in the future openings and outings of this music. Mr. Mikey Famine also has his SoundCloud down there, so you can check that out. All one of Mark's links are in the interview description box, and that's his YouTube channel. And you can definitely check out his YouTube channel because he has some great stuff on there. And and my patrons and members, we have members now. We're up to 8 today.
Thanks,
we
Ox.
did 8 with Ox joining. With Ox is the man for that. That's about it. And like I always say at the end of the after party, it's like the late great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
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 Hold on. Quick orders. There you go.
Otters.
Killing machines. Killing machines.
Otters.
Killing machine.